Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I have my full body silicone with me. She's Autumn Rose by Dawn Bowie. Sorry if I said that wrong. And she is painted by Lynette Dove. So I get a lot of questions about her. If I like my silicone more than my Reborns, if I like my Reborns more than my silicone, if I'm enjoying owning a silicone now because I was always really scared of them, which I still am. So I just kind of thought that I would show you guys a little bit about like the realistic side of owning a Reborn. So here are 10 real truths about owning a silicone, a full body silicone baby. So you can see she's quite floppy. I'm very lucky she has armatures, so I can adjust where her arms go and they stay where I put them to a certain extent. So number one, they are heavy. Like, they are really heavy to hold. I do not know how much she weighs, but it is a ton. So within them being heavy, one, you don't really want to hold them for too long because your arm is just about going to break. Two, when you leave them, like if you put them in like a little bassinet or in the cot or in a pram, wherever you put them, a silicone that is as big as this girl, I think she's 20 inches, her sculpt. She leaves dents in things. So the bassinet that I have her in is the Cybex one that just sits up on top of the cot. And I had to flip the mattress around the other day because I was considering that there's going to be dents, and there were dents in it from her laying there. Number two, this is a common silicone problem. Their hair falls out. So you can see that she has beautiful hair. She does have this really cute little bunny bonnet on right now, but a lot of the times on silicones the back of their hair falls out, and that is because there's like weight and when like friction, and like the silicone, the hair isn't like glued into the silicone because this is a whole silicone head. You can't go inside it and fill it up with glue. So their hair often falls out. She does have hair missing on the back of her head. I will show you. I just don't want to break her. I don't want to mess her hair up. She's gonna have hat hair though. She's got hat hair. Dang it. Oh dear. So see on the back here, she's missing all of her hair from down here. You can kind of comb it over and it looks a little bit better, but I guess real babies do the same. They do lose their hair on the back of their heads as well. But she does have all of her hair around the front. Just very gently comb it down and style it, and I try not to touch it too much. But I did see in the capsule a little while ago when I went to clean it, there was heaps of hair in it, and I realized exactly what that was from and who that was from, and I was quite upset because all of her hair's in there now. Alright, let me just put this back on. Number three, they are super expensive, like really expensive. A lot of young children are wanting to purchase these silicone baby dolls and bath them and play with them, and these are just like not really designed for that. I saw a really good post the other day that was like specifying the fact that these are Reborn dolls and they're being painted as artwork and they're not really designed to be played with. So if you play with them, you have to expect wear and tear on them. Like Even just dressing her into a few different outfits would just create so much wear and tear on her, just because she's silicone, she's soft, and yeah. So they are really expensive, and I'm not talking about hundreds of dollars, I'm talking about thousands of dollars. Like a full body silicone of this size, she is 20 inches. I think that's what I said before. She's a big girl, so I wouldn't expect to pay anything under like 2,000, maybe 3,000, depending on the like how good of quality the doll is, but like 2,000 maybe for a full body of this size. You might be able to find one cheaper, but it will be in not as good condition. It could have like boobies all over it, could just not be painted well, it could be missing its hair, all of that stuff. So I feel like she's in decent condition for the doll that she is. Yeah, she's got very soft silicone, very soft hair. A little bit is coming out, but that's kind of like normal for reborns to have a little bit of their hair coming out. Number 4, their paint peels. And that's not because you don't look after them or whatever reason. I think it just peels because it gets, you know, like clothing brushed past it, or it just, maybe the hot air, or I don't know why they peel, but every single silicone that I've ever seen has peeling on it. Every single silicone that I've seen for sale has minor peeling. Like, that's just what happens. You know, behind the back of her ears are a little bit peeled, but you don't see that. So yeah, that's not awful, but they peel, and it really sucks because you try everything to make them, you know, look after them, and they still just peel on you. And their paint rubs off very easily. So if you have a look on her, she does have a few places that has a little bit of paint that rubs off. Number 5, you can't bath them often. You cannot bath full body silicones very often like everyone wants to, because their hair will fall out, their paint will come off more, their paint will peel more, they will become damaged, they would just become yuck, and like, yes, you're cleaning them and keeping them nice, but it's going to ruin the artwork of the painting that was put on the doll and the hair and stuff. So you just can't bath them very often. In the time that I've owned her, I've bathed her twice. I bathed her as soon as I got her, which is pretty fair call. And then I've just bathed her recently after about a year of owning her. And I kind of like was feeling her, and now I feel her, and she's like got that soft. She's like, yeah, nice again. I do need to do her arms again. They're feeling like sticky, but her face is feeling really nice. I'm guessing that's just because I've obviously like touched her hands and her arms to move them into place and to dress her and stuff. They get dusty, they get cotton and hair stuck on them, they get clothing fibers, they get everything stuck on them, and you can't bath them regularly unless you want to risk damaging the paint in the hair. And after you bath them, you have to powder them. It's not just like a reborn. I definitely feel like a reborn is a lot less work in sense of owning them. Like, I feel like you can get a reborn and dress it however many times a day, and the paint's not going to rub off in the time that if you did that with a silicone. I feel like you'd have a year of dressing a silicone every day, and I feel like the paint would just about be gone, and the hair. And a reborn would still be totally fine, I'm pretty sure. Maybe some minor cosmetic wear and tear from that. So that's fun. They need care, and they get a little bit dirty. The next one is, in my opinion, they don't always look as realistic as reborns can look. So although she does look realistic, I feel like some of her features, like her hands and definitely her feet are really like chunky and like I don't know, they're just different to like a Reborn's feet, where I feel like they're really detailed and dainty, and I've just, in my experience with silicones, yes, they're cool, yes, they are really soft and squishy and they move like that. I don't know if you can see her little legs going, but up close, the painting is different and their realism is different, and I just think that hits differently. So that's like another thing, like the paintwork is different compared to a Reborn, and the look is just different because the paint is different. So that like pair up 2 and 2. There's like 2 numbers we just ticked off. And the last thing that I have to add is, in my opinion, they are scary to own. I am scared of owning them, in the sense that I wouldn't pose this baby like the artists do, with like how they bend them right over and like curl them up and bend their legs under them, because I worry that they're gonna just like snap or like tear, or like they're gonna just damage. And like even me holding her now, I'm like, I just want to hold her right so that like more hair doesn't fall out, or like so that she doesn't get a tear anywhere on her. I'm so like cautious when I hold her. I'm always so scared that her head's just going to like roll off her shoulders and fall on the ground. I'm not even kidding. I struggle holding her. Like, she's so cute. Like, look at her little outfit right now. But oh, that was real. Okay, there we go. But like seriously, she scares me to death that she's just going to just break. And I feel like that's a really big problem for me, just that like, oh my gosh. I just feel like that's a huge problem. Like, I shouldn't be scared to like pick up my dolls, my play art doll. Again, back to that, if you play with them, you're gonna have to expect wear and tear on them. I hope that this like helps you understand a little bit more about silicone dolls. If you are wanting to buy one and you're not sure and you have the money, buy one. Go ahead, buy one. If you don't like it, sell it on. If you love it, perfect, keep it. It's totally up to you. I am going to be selling my silicone. I have her listed at the moment for sale. I don't know if she will be still available when this video goes up, but I think a few of the reasons, like I listed, like I'm really scared to get her out of her bassinet and like dress her like she's gonna break or something. She's been fun to own, but I think after buying a very realistic Reborn that was painted beautifully, I would rather have like another really high-end Reborn vinyl compared to the silicone, or just have like the money in my bank account just in case something comes up, kind of thing. So that's kind of where I am with all of that. I hope that this video helps you. Like I said, if you have the money to buy one and you've been thinking about getting one, then go ahead and get one. I am like totally on board with that. If you are not sure, maybe just save the money up and wait for the right one to come along. And if you get it and you don't like it, you can sell it. That's just how it works. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Little Miss Indy is going back into her little bassinet. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I have to show you the cutest thing about silicone babies. It's her belly button. It's my favorite thing in the entire world, is this little baby belly button. And oh, Klaus is outside. Sorry, Klaus. One moment. I love this belly button so much. Like, I have gone to lengths to find outfits so that her belly button can appear. And that just makes me happy. So maybe my goals are fulfilled and she's ready to move on. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and if you're already subscribed, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any of my future videos.